Hi, I'm Todd with Whole Latte Love. We have Marc behind the camera today.
Hey Todd,
Hey.
What are we looking at?
We got a couple of Rocket R60Vs.
What is an R60V for those who don't know?
R60V is a really cool machine.
Yeah.
It's very technical, very advanced. It's a dual boiler, one for brewing, one for steaming. It's got dual PID temperature control. That's for very precise temperature control. And it's a pressure profiling machine, which means you can change the brew pressure throughout the brewing process.
And you have your phone over there, right?
Yep.
And not because you're expecting text, but because...
No, there's an app, which we'll kind of show you in a minute here,
Sure.
that you can run this whole machine off your app. You can't actually brew it, but you can change the programming of the for the pressure profiling and for the temperature of the brew boiler and the steam boiler.
So you can control it with this little pad here.
Yeah, over here.
Which is totally removable, like over on this machine.
Yeah.
You don't have to have that on there if you like the cleaner look without digital displays, a classic espresso machine, you know?
Yeah, it's a unique way that Rocket does.
So
Most of the other PID machines, they do have the display right in the front of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And now why pressure profiling? What does that buy you?
Okay, it buys you the ability to try and get a better cup of coffee,
Okay.
better kind of espresso. It's going to take some practice and some playing around with it, but if you really want to get into the art and really enjoy it, take this to the next level, you can do that.
So you can vary pressure during your extraction to maybe get a little more or a little something less out of your coffee? Or...
Yeah.
Do we want to run one while we're kind of talking about it? Do you want to,
Yeah, we'll brew one, and we'll show you in action how it works.
Yeah.
So we've already got a porter filter filled with coffee here.
And you've set up a profile that's kind of has some dramatic pressure changes in it.
And we'll put this over next to it here, and you
So
can
you kind of see
how it works. We're going to raise the lever up, brew our coffee, and you'll see how this will tell you what's happening, and you can watch the pressure gauge there.
All right.
So I'll just kind of talk through it here. There's your timer. It's going to give you about 10 seconds at 5 bar of pressure, but you can see the gauge now.
All right.
Okay.
5 bar, yep.
Now it goes up to 9 bar.
Which it shows you over here, 10 seconds at 9 bar, or 15 seconds.
10 at 9. And after that, it's going to drop down to 5 bar. You see the gauge changing over here.
And then it just, if that's the last thing you have set, it just continues at that.
And that light will flash when you've gone through your brew.
Okay. And you can have up to 5 different pressure steps, 3 different profiles. So
there's a lot you can play with.
Yeah.
Now, I'll crank up the app here while you're showing some beauty shots of the machine.
Yeah.
So you can show the different finishes on here.
Yeah, so it's got the rubberized black kind of over here, and then this is
That's your polished stainless steel.
polished stainless.
Notice that nice reflection of the beautiful brick.
The Rocket machines always have a lot of branding on them. So you got the big R on the knob here, and the sprung valves.
Yeah, very high quality valve. So
and they've angled these out a little bit too, right?
Yeah, the similar machine, the R58, which is similar except for the pressure profiling, has straight valves. They move these out a little bit on the angle.
Give you a little more room.
You've got about, I think it's about 16 inches between here and here, between the outside of these two.
Yep.
And that casing is about 12 inches wide. So it's relatively narrow. It's not until you get onto these, but it should fit on most counters pretty well.
And unique with the R60 here, it's got each machine is individually numbered. So this one's 1635. It's got the little the lighting effects behind the R there and the plate.
And up in front of the machine, you'll see you have 2 gauges. You have the brew pressure gauge, and over here you have the steam pressure gauge.
Yep.
Here's your main power switch. There, green light tells you that there's water in the machine's water in the reservoir, or you have it set the water line connection, and then it's ready to go. So yeah, this machine will work off a reservoir, or you can hook it up to a water line. If you use the reservoir, that's right in here. You can pull it out.
Even branding on the reservoir.
Oh yeah.
they don't miss a spot there.
They've got that covered.
Yeah, but it is plumbable, right?
Sure.
So yeah, some of the accessories that come with it.
Yeah. So here's your plumb line. That's just hooked on the bottom of the machine, screws on very easily, and just going to run over to your water connection. We do always recommend
machines at this level should have a water filter, right?
Yeah. Anytime you have a machine that hooked to a water line, get a really good water filtration system. This is the Best Max S. Excellent one. You can watch some videos and check our website on that. But you don't have to descale if you get that.
Yeah, that eliminates descaling and problems inside.
And it comes a nice Rocket tamper.
More branding, of course.
Stainless steel backflush disc.
Yep.
2 different steam tips. We have both 2-hole tips. One's a 1.2 millimeter holes, and the other has 2 1.5 millimeter holes.
Yep. With those 1.2s, we find you can pretty much continuously steam. With the 1.5s, you can steam faster.
Yeah, but you get more pressure. It won't hold
Yeah.
the pressure for as long. But
Right.
with the 1.1s, it'll steam nonstop at about 1 bar of pressure.
Yep.
And you have your display here. Cable to connect it. And now this holds your display.
Oh, look, more branding.
Yeah. And this plugs into the side of the machine.
But
then-
that does not have to be on the machine for the machine to operate. I don't know if we were clear
No.
about that.
And then you can just angle that any angle you want it to see if you're short or you're tall. And then just run the machine off the app. I think it's easier.
Yeah.
And then we've got a brush and a scoop.
Scoop and then the...
And the portafilter is actually really nice. Again, branding on both the single and the double shot. But they're the thickest one that I know of for these prosumer markets. Thick,
Very deep?
Yeah, heavy, very, very nice.
They take a triple shot basket. You probably fit one in there. Yeah. And they got like kind of like the covered spouts too.
Yeah,
as
and
well.
this one, like a commercial machine, put those covered spouts on.
Yeah.
I don't know if it really matters, but it's nice
Some
touch.
people like looking at it in the spouts. Some
Yeah, I like
maybe it
looking at
retains
the,
the
you
heat.
can take them off if you want to. I like watching the coffee come out the whole way.
Right. Right. And a drain
And then
line.
a drain line.
Because these machines are set up to
Yep.
to drain. It's got the. Now we have some other videos on this machine. How all the programming works. We took a really in-depth tour inside, but
Yeah.
you know.
So here's where your drain pan is. So if you looked underneath the machine, you could see that your drain line would hook onto that. I notice all stainless steel frame on this.
The whole chassis there
Yeah,
in the bottom.
that's a
all
nice
stainless.
that's a nice upgrade from the R58. Pretty snazzy legs on there,
Yep.
which is good. You can get under there and you can wipe up.
Yep. Oh, it look even some more branding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find every. That's a trivia question. How many R's are there on a Rocket?
Rocket Now, if you
So-
do use the drain line, if you look inside here, there's a plug. So you just
Remove that.
unscrew that.
and it
The water
drops.
drain through the drain pan here
Right.
into there and then out to your drain.
Out to your drain. Okay.
Now, the way the machines work, they all have the E61 brew group, which is a very high-end brew group. It has what they call a thermal siphon. Hot water circulates from the top of the boiler through the top of the brew group, then back through a second tube to the bottom of the boiler, so the water keeps circulating around
Keeps
through convection
everything-
and keeps it nice and hot.
Yep.
That's how you get the good temperature stability on these machines.
That's why you always leave your portafilter locked in there when you're not in use. Yep.
That is correct.
Let's see. We mentioned this. It does have sprung valves, so they wear very, very
Yeah,
well.
it'll last a long time.
Last a long time. Yep.
That's basically it.
Now,
You know?
I don't know that we really saw the app. So it is available for
Okay.
Android and Apple. If you want to go take a look, I know on the App Store at Apple, you just search for Rocket R60V and you can download the app and see it for yourself. I'll try not to get your. Let's open it up. And this connects via Wi-Fi.
So hit connect there, so it's connected.
Yep.
Then once you're in there, you can go to your settings, and you can have the machine so it goes in energy savings mode. You can turn off the steam boiler, hook it up to the water tank or reservoir, change the way the machine shows its display, whether it's Fahrenheit or Celsius.
And choose those profiles that you want to use.
And
You can.
back is actually a save button. When you change something, you hit that and it saves it. Then you go in there, you change your boiler temperatures. This shows in Celsius, but you can also, you can't change that to Fahrenheit. It always shows Celsius,
app,
but there's
yeah.
a conversion chart in the manual.
But the little display, detachable display, will show Fahrenheit.
Correct. Then your brew pressures
So those
for your
are-
profiles. We'll go to C, which one we're using. Shows we did 10 bar or 10 seconds at 5 bar, then 10 seconds at 9 bar, then 5 seconds at 5 bar.
So maybe the thought is there a little, lower pressure pre-infusion to start, then regular brew pressure, then lighten up as you've, extracted the coffee
Sure.
some. Allows you to get different flavors pulled out and different things. So.
Yeah, gives you something to mess around with and enjoy.
All right.
Yep.
So again, just I'll mention, check out the other videos. We got the full programming video on this, a detailed tour of all the internal plumbing, hydraulics, that kind of thing, how it all operates.
Yeah, so you say, who's this machine for?
Yeah.
Okay, somebody that's got a few bucks
Yeah.
that wants to put in a really nice machine and get some really good espresso out of it.
Yeah.
If you want to turn it into a hobby, this is a great hobby machine.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that. They get on the Google groups and all that, and they have fun. So this is a good machine for that.
All right.
And we've had good luck with it. So I guess that's it. I'm Todd. It's Mark. Thanks for watching.
Hey, why not subscribe now for easy free access to more videos on everything coffee, brought to you by WholeLatteLove.com.